Hello, everyone. It's Amy, and it's April 2nd, day 1 million in the stay at home pandemic. Can't say the name of it, but you know what I mean because we're all in it. I hope everyone's well, healthy, safe. Hope you have the food you need. Toilet paper. Did you see the story about the truck full of toilet paper that caught on fire? I mean, it's like, how ironic. The gods are throwing that in our face right now, aren't they? I saw someone's paper towel that it was in the street the other day that came out of their trash bin or whatever. And I was like, am I that desperate that I would take it home and wash it and reuse it? No, 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 no. Oh, but it's getting to the point where I'm starting to wonder what I'm going to do here in my house with the toilet paper shortage, but whatever. Not going to think about that right now. Yeah, we're in serious times. Yesterday, as an empath, was really hard. This whole week has been hard with just overwhelming feelings of sadness. And, I'm like I've said before, I have the Irish depression, the artist writer's depression, but this was bad. So I just think that there's this weight. Obviously, I mean, there's a heaviness in the world right now with this whole thing, and not good. But we are all in it together, and we're united with the good and the bad. And you have to still find good every day. So I pray that everyone is finding good in their day. Many times, listen to funny shows on YouTube, listen to music, dance. That really is the best way to get through these heavy times. And yeah, I pray you're all safe. Thanks for all the comments. I was not getting alerted that anyone had commented on my videos. I was like, okay, no one's commenting, and that's fine. I'm kind of used to that. I have a few, and I love you. I love you so much. And I didn't know that I had any until I had to just literally go into the videos and check. I was like, oh, there's comments here. So I'm sorry it took me a while to reply and all that. Yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for commenting and the likes and everything. I appreciate it very much. And I'm glad to help. And thanks for helping me. I very much appreciate it. So I did another channeled writing session with Spirit. And well, let me first just say this, that like even waking up today, the Washington Post, someone had written an editorial in the Washington Post about Trump having blood on his hands, and it's true. This is murder. It's negligence. And I've told you why. Spirit told me why he's doing this. First of all, he just doesn't know how to care. It's not in him. And second of all, he enjoys this in a way. He has a sick enjoyment, just like Jim Jones. He's got a disorder, okay? He has a disorder. It's a sociopathic disorder. It's narcissism. And he literally thinks that God is doing this, letting people die for him because of the impeachment and all the trouble he's gone through. Any bad comment gets under his skin. And so anyone dying, suffering, he thinks it's God doing justice for him, which is sick, but that's what sick people think. Another thing is he's highly under the influence of these methamphetamines that he's taking. And no judgment, okay? But it's the truth. He's not working on a full deck. He chooses to take these, but let's just remember that things that he says, his actions are all from an addict. Okay? So really he shouldn't be in charge of this at all. He's got multiple problems. He should not be in charge of people's lives. Having said all that, he still, as a human being, has a moral, what would you say, commitment to doing the right thing. And the right thing right now would be for him to step down. And his ego will not allow that. So he's making very bad choices. Okay, so So I asked Spirit today, this is a session today. Oh, and by the way, let me just say this too, to preface this. You guys probably all know this. He's telling the mayors, the governors, whoever, he's telling each state, get your own equipment. So they try to order it. The doctors, the statesmen, they try to order these things. They find out they can't. They've been outbid by the feds, by Trump's. Trump's people are outbidding them. Not only, so he's playing this cat and mouse game. Not only is he outbidding, and this equipment is being kept away from the people who need it and across the country, he's sending them out and selling them. He's doing quid pro quos with other countries to make himself look good with other countries while people in his own country are dying. He's playing cat and mouse. He's doing deals. He's gambling. That's the word Spirit gave me, was gambling. He's gambling. Okay, so this is what they told me today. We are here to help you through this difficult time. Please know that. We wish the least amount of pain and suffering in this time of pain on the earth. You ask what Trump is up to today. Behind the mask he wears, well, he is doing the best he can, which sadly isn't saying a lot. He's stubborn and reclusive when it comes to living up to his job and duty as a human being on earth, nevertheless the president. He hates being told what to do and how to do it, and because he is stuck in ego, he only wants to be satisfied by himself or by others. So that means he wants to be coveted, loved, praised, held up high, believed, coddled. He wants favor, sexual and material. He wants all the attention on him, and like a bad child, he will do anything to get the attention. He will not stop. Things will only get worse. And he is now playing a game of cat and mouse with humanity because he feels trapped in a corner and is making a game out of the whole thing. As we said before, he was upset about the impeachment, very upset. It ruffled his feathers and they never went down. You can imagine that each horrible thing he does is a way to smooth his feathers, but also understand that he has been under the influence of chemicals for years, and he has had people serving his sexual and material and egotistical whims his entire life. He is very messed up. I asked, is he really enjoying people dying right now? Is this a sick Hitler's fantasy he's playing out? Spirit, yes, it is. This is heavy information. He is enjoying it. As we said before, he sees this as God serving out his deepest wishes of revenge. Trump is a grand manifester, but in a dark way. Like a wizard with great powers, he uses them for bad intentions. And like a child, he prays for the wrong things. Like the movie Home Alone. I made my family disappear. Only in the movie, the boy, Kevin, learns that he doesn't like being alone, and he grows out of that wish, and he grows to wish that he'd never thought such a thing because he realizes the value of his family. Trump doesn't have this ability to grow out of his dark wishes. He keeps getting his ego served. We have stopped calling upon him to change per our spiritual influence. This will not work. We are now using the press and the voices online, the collective, to reach out and hold him accountable. The only way to stop him is if others keep verbally pestering him about his own words and actions. Reporters right now, if you've noticed, are being put out in the forefront at the briefings or Twitter, online, etc., to hold him accountable. Me. Will this really help him do the right thing? Spirit, we are hoping it will influence him enough to do the right thing, even if he doesn't want to. The mere act of him helping the doctors, nurses, governors, etc., to get the personal protective equipment is our goal at this point. We have lost interest in his consciousness blooming and doing the right thing. That is over. We are now using a collective of judgmental voices, all blowing their horns. And as I wrote this, there was a train blowing its horn, and cars, my son ran in the room and told me cars went by blowing their horns. So that was weird. Okay. He may not tell the truth, but these reporters and the collective will blow their horns of judgment and call him out. We want this. Keep blowing the horns of judgment. When we say judgment, it's not about him as a man or a human. It is his own words and actions that have to be called out every day, every moment. We need you to keep it up. Do not be complacent and allow him to lie. Remember that each life matters on earth. and I feel like crying. Keeping him honest, holding him accountable will affect and save the lives of many people. And I wrote, thank you. What will be Trump's end, and is it coming soon? Spirit, yes, it is coming soon, but remember, time means nothing on the other side. The truth is, he'll go when the world is ready to make him go, when the world has had enough. Have we had enough? You can feel yourself that the tide is growing bigger and more frequent. Soon he will be washed away and all his misdeeds will go with him. But never forget what it taught you. Never allow this to happen again. We are working on people in power around him to take over more and more. Someone will be pushed to the head of this pandemic. The issuing of the PPEs, finances, helping the jobless, keeping a balance, and so on. And in doing so, the process of pushing Trump out of power will truly begin. His tide will roll out, and here's this Titanic reference again, like the Titanic, his power and administration will slowly sink and be swallowed up. His time will end. People had to die, unfortunately. His administration will go with him. Those who fought to help the innocent, the general public, those who fought for truth and justice will take helm of a new ship, one without false promise, one without grandiosities and separation. Remember that as a ship floats on water with some magical ability, it's engineering, but still it's magical, life also floats on an ocean of hope. Trust that you are being carried to shore. It will be trust. And I wrote, thank you. And as I end that, I go back to what I remember saying before, maybe like a month ago, that April, there would be a Titanic moment with Trump. And, with the horns blowing and all of this, people dying, much worse, many more lives than were lost on the Titanic. This morning I was taking a walk and, I hear trains blow their horns, but this was different. I tried to record it. It wouldn't record. It sounded like ship horns. And I was taken back to, again, what I had thought about the Titanic and Trump going down in the Titanic style. And then the Spirit says it again today. So, I do wonder if this is the end. And as they're saying, the power will be taken out piece by piece with him. Someone's going to be pushed into the head of this. Maybe Dr. Fauci, I don't know. Maybe Schumer, maybe Adam Schiff will come in and take over, which would be godsend. Because, I was going to say the other day, I wouldn't, if Pence had to take over, I'd be okay with that. But Pence is gaslighting us too. Pence is helping Trump, so we can't have Pence at the charge of this. We just can't. He's in the poison, he's in the same realm as Trump, and he can't be in power either. So, but yeah, there you go. That's what Spirit told me. And, these are rough times. Who would have ever thought we'd be in this situation? All of us across the world, not just America, all of us everywhere. But we are. And again, the best thing, but we're all together, like we're all together right here because of the internet. So keep doing what you do. I love your messages, and go on Twitter and go online and just keep repeating his falsehoods or keep repeating the truth, and we'll get through this. And you know what? The sooner that he's out of power, the sooner this is going to end. The longer that he's in power, the worse it's going to be, because he's playing this game. He's making it worse. So literally, he has to get out of power for this to get better. And anyway, please remember to take those moments out every day. Meditate, even if it's for 5 minutes, even if it's just laying down and listening to music or like ocean sounds. I love to listen to ocean sounds. That helps me out. Music, dance. Don't be afraid to dance. Like I was dancing in my kitchen last week to Elvis, and it made me feel so much better. So do that. Run around wherever you can run around. Do that. This isn't the time to constrict ourselves and restrict. Just have fun. Have fun. And I love you so much. And I send many blessings and good health to all of you. And take care. Bye.